Yeah, it's Adrienne, and it's Saturday Night Live. Yeah. Yes. I'm so glad. You guys have no idea what I got. I went through so much to get here. You have no idea. This is why I'm late. Oh my God, you guys. I don't even know what to say about it. I'm really almost ashamed that I'm this late. I'm so sorry. Sorry. But I will explain it all. I will explain it all. And I'll let you know I'm on a very limited schedule tonight because I'm late. Okay? So let's get things going. Let's get things going. Let me go ahead and shut off the music unceremoniously like I always do. See? There it goes. All right, you guys, look. As I mentioned, I'm a little bit late tonight. I am so sorry for that. But I had one of those days, my computer went crazy. I had way too many things open because I am planning way too many things. And I am planning way too many things because Mama does stuff in, the background. And I have been working on a lot of things. I don't know if you've been to my page, but I have on there this week that I'm, something about the Virtual Success Summit, which is being held by Black Women Promote, which I happen to be an ambassador of Black Women Promote. And actually, I am going to be a speaker at the Success Summit. I'm very excited. It's going to be like my first major event. And we have like 25,000 members of Black Women Promote. So it's a pretty big first live event. I'm excited. I can do this. I can do this. I can do anything. I am a diva. I'm a diva. I'm a diva. Okay, so you guys, let's look at where the planets are. I know there's something going on today. I don't know exactly what's going on. I just know it feels a little bit different. I do think it's very spiritual today. Hold on, let me cut this music down. I always have something going on in the background. Let's cut it down a little bit. Hope that's not still too loud. I can't tell what it's going to be like, over until the videos are over. Like sometimes I'll go and I'll look at the video and I'm like, really? Like you can see the back of the living room and everything. Like I can't see it now, but you guys might be able to see something like that. And that's very frustrating and upsetting. And I don't like that. So let's hope that that's not occurring tonight. Okay, I got right into Astro Dentist tonight. That's wonderful. They're usually so hard to get into on a Saturday night. Okay, so here's what's going on. There is a lot of emphasis in Earth right now, a lot, really. We got a little bit more fire than I saw earlier, but there's only one thing in air, one thing, and that one thing happens to be like almost exactly where my progressed moon is. The moon is at 19 degrees of Gemini, and my progressed moon is in Gemini. And it's in my 5th house, so I'm having fun. It's a Gemini night as far as the moon is concerned. And the moon is sextile Mercury, which is at 21 degrees of Leo. Isn't that amazing? The sun is at 1 degree of Virgo, but that's a great spot because Venus and Mars are at 4 degrees of Virgo, which makes them all, they're all conjunct. So the sun is conjunct Venus and the sun is conjunct Mars. And Mars and Venus are conjunct. It's weird. It just means that our desires and our actions are all going toward our ego gratification and manifestation right now. That's a very good thing. So if you're a Virgo, or if you're someone who vibes, like if you're a Capricorn or a Taurus and you've got your planets that are making trines to that, wow, you're really feeling that right now. Now, conversely, if you're like a Gemini, a Sag, a Pisces, you might not be liking those squares and oppositions. It might not feel that great. It's temporary because it's going to move along. But yeah, you might not feel like that too much. The good thing is that Uranus is trine both Venus and Mars right now. It's a good thing. I really do think so. I truly do. Let's see. Now, one thing I don't like too much is that Neptune and the moon are, they're square right now. So there might be a little bit of friction, a little bit of frustration. And that is where it all occurred for me. So I'm going to tell you what happened. And when I look at 1 degree and 4 degrees, I know exactly what happened. I'm going to stop and start telling my story because everything else, we all know where they are. Now, look, I was coming here at 7. I got here at 8:05 or something, 8:08 or something. 8:08, I'm going to have to look at that. Anyway, it's crazy because what happened was my computer, I don't even know what happened. It just started, it lost everything and I couldn't see anything. And I could shut down I was able to shut down a few programs, but I wasn't even able to save all of my notepad or, certain documents I lost. It was a nightmare. I had to shut the whole computer down. And I do see that it wants me to do like a Windows update, which I'm not doing. I came to do this, and I didn't even put on my my protection or anything. I just came to do this right away because I felt bad for not doing it, because I made a commitment to you guys and I want to follow through with that. So, okay. So the thing is, when you've got the moon, it's square Neptune. It would only make sense that anything that had to do with communication would be confusing. And it was, or confusion would be caused in, the area of communication. I want all of you guys to be cautious tonight when it comes to your communication. This could be like what you're saying verbally. It could be telephone communications. It could be something that's going on with the computer or like your television. Really, I'm thinking cell phones, computers, televisions, even like malfunctions with, I would think, even electronic equipment. It's funny because even though Mercury isn't retrograde anymore, that square is, over the last few days, some of you might have been feeling that. And I think it's going to get better. I think it's just a combination of that and Jupiter technically, and, Jupiter and Neptune are technically going toward an exact square. I don't know if you guys know that. So, okay, here's what's going on. Jupiter is now now direct, and it's at 14 degrees and 47 minutes. In other words, it's almost at 15 degrees. And Neptune is at 17 degrees, 44 minutes, but it's retrograding. So they're going toward that exact square. It's going down. It's going down, and nobody can stop that. So just be aware of it. It's coming. And, that could be part of it. Find out where Jupiter is in your chart. Where is Neptune in your chart? That square is happening. Now, the funny thing about squares can indicate action, activity. It could be stress, but it's action. So if I know now, as I'm looking at this, Jupiter is going to be in my 11th house of hopes, dreams, and wishes. Jupiter is now in my, with groups and associations and organizations, which is why I came here to make this video for you guys tonight. And Neptune is at 17 degrees. It's in my 2nd house of money. I'm also what I have to give. I have a lot of spiritual feeding, it's spiritual knowledge to give, and that's why Neptune, that's why I'm here. That's why I came, to communicate. And by the way, that Neptune is square the moon, and so it's one of those kind of nights. So let me just see. I don't see a lot of people out there either, and I'm telling you guys, this might be about the furthest I go to tell a couple of personal stories and call it a night. It doesn't. I don't know if anyone else is feeling it like it's that kind of Saturday night, but I'm feeling, oh, by the way, it's Jasmine Whitson's birthday. Happy birthday, Jasmine Whitson. Happy birthday. Why does this woman look like, she looks like my friend Wendy. That's amazing. Or my ex-friend Wendy, I should say. But wow, happy birthday, Jasmine Whitson. Happy birthday. And I'll make the same deal I made to Kira. And Kira, it was a pleasure, by the way, getting back together with you and doing your reading the other day. And Robert, it was such a pleasure doing your reading and your solar return info with you today. I mean, literally, I think we both went to tears today. It was a beautiful reading. Jasmine, I want to make the offer to you. If you go to the website and order, you know, specially, like I guess through the donation button, or if you order a one, just get like a 1-question reading, which is like my lowest price reading. I will do, you know, a solar return and everything with you. So, which would normally, you know, a full reading would be $100 or more. So that's my offer, birthday girl. Happy birthday to you. Okay. All right. I'm just going to go and check and see if there's anything I need to do. If not, I'm going to just, you know, really end this because that food smells good. So I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. I am currently making salmon, but I'm not just making any old salmon. I am making curry salmon, and it is, oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how good that curry smells right there. Oh, hello, I see someone out there, someone named Sherelle Harris. Sherelle, you know, I don't know if I've ever done your chart, but I would love to do your chart. And the thing that I would need in order to do that is your date of birth and time of birth and your place of birth. So if you know where you were, you know, the time of you were born or place you were born, and of course the date, just let me know and I'll do that for you tonight. So this food that I'm cooking is salmon, and oh Lord, I don't even know if I'm going to make anything with the salmon. That's how good it's. I really don't. My daughter had gotten me this huge salmon, and it's I swear it must be this long. I put the whole thing in there because I haven't eaten all day. So I'm looking here just to see something else for tonight. Just wanted to find this here because I do have this young lady in here. So I'm gonna do this really quickly. Okay, there she is. All right. And okay, there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and put these in. Part of Fortune, Vertex, Lilith, Chiron, Ceres, Vesta, Pallas, Juno, Ceres, all of them. Let's put them in. And let's see what pops up. And the person who is first tonight, or at least my, you know, my marquee person, because it's her birthday. Happy birthday, Jasmine Whitson. When I saw it was your birthday, I knew I was pulling this chart up. My goodness. Wow. And I have looked at this girl's chart at least 3 or 4 times in the last, I would say, month or 2. That's right. I know why I know this chart so much. She got a professional reading with me. Jasmine, I love you. And you know what? She's amazing. She's a person who's got amazing things happening in her life. And one of the things that I think is so cool is that she was born. And I, you know, the funny thing is I can show you guys what I'm looking at now. Let me share with you what I'm looking at so you can see what I see. This is Jasmine Whitson's chart. So Jasmine, happy birthday, diva. So look, here's what's going on with Jasmine. Jasmine, like I said to her, I believe is going to be pregnant soon, but that's just me. I believe this. But the thing about this is, look at this amazingness. Isn't this amazing? Is this not the most amazing freaking thing ever? Literally her sun inside of the ascendant by 1 minute. 1 minute. No, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That's, no, yeah, 5 minutes. That's amazing. That means she was put on this earth to shine. That is not a mistake when it becomes that close. That is no mistake. And look, Mars is there too, just to add to it, to make sure that she has enough fire and desire in her to push herself, literally herself forward in a forward motion. And I'm going to tell you something, Jasmine, if you do that pushing forward in a forward motion, which I know you were born to do, especially now with Saturn's sitting around trining this Mars. Saturn is trining this Mars exactly almost. I only know that because Saturn's sitting on my sun at 14 degrees of Capricorn. So, you know, that's in your 5th house, okay? And it's trining your Mars in your 1st house. By the way, Mars in the 1st house is at home. It's really urging you to push yourself, you know, your best self, for yourself. Don't let anyone step on you either now. This is your time to be assertive. But the thing that gets me, look at this beautiful stellium. Oh my gosh. The progressed ascendant, the progressed sun, the progressed Mars, the progressed Mercury, the progressed Syrinx. Oh, Juno. Oh my God, and Juno's there by birth. Oh, Venus is there by birth. This is beautiful. You got money coming. I think I told you that in your arena, didn't I? No doubt about it. In my mind, you got money coming. It is yours to grab a hold of. That's what you're supposed to be working on, is money. And I tell you why I say that, because Chiron is over in the other side of the chart in the 8th house, saying this is a wound. This is, you know, you probably, maybe you were poor. You might have grew up dirt poor. You might have grew up poor. You might have been struggling with money all along. But this is the year you freaking heal that. You're going to heal that money wound this year. And then you're going to be able to get all the things that were meant for you, because you were born with Venus at home in the 2nd house. You were meant to get these things. I think Saturn also is making you a little bit more wise when it comes to like love and children and romance. And I think taking a chance, especially taking a chance on your own self, your own endeavors. And this is a time that you can do that. I also see with Venus down in the third house down here, almost exactly on that Pluto, if not on. No, almost, but not quite on. But you know, the funny thing is, it's in that area. It's in the 3rd house. And so you're being urged to, no, it is on. Look at that. It's exactly on. It's exactly on. Exactly. Venus is exactly on the Pluto. Wow. Wow. Well, you are very powerful in the area of communication anyway, but I think now you're going to be able to add like just a pleasantness. I think when you communicate, people sense a certain pleasantness. Just beautiful. It could be talk of love. It just is beautiful. I just think so. I think you have a great year ahead of you. I'm going to do you a solid right now, and I want to just be nosy and take a look, because I don't think I did it the other day. I just want to do this for you because, well, it's your birthday. And I'm just looking. I'm not going to give you too much, because, you know, that otherwise, you know, got to come and pay for that. But I just want to take a look. See what it tells me. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. Very nice. What I say, power in communication, very much, especially at work. Money, there it is. This is your solar return, and it is beautiful. I see exactly what I thought. I would be more careful about the relationship. You know, I think I see children in marriage, but in this, I'm not so sure, and there could be a little bit of deception. Just be aware of that, so don't get your hopes up too high in case, you know, boyfriend goes on a deep end, or, you know, off the deep end. Uranus in the 6th house can create, you know, people going off the deep end. But other than that, I'm still seeing the money thing, especially look at this mess right here. Lord have mercy, you got money coming on both sides. And you're going to get them through friends and organizations and groups like you know, like what I'm doing now. So just be aware of that. You got, look, Venus, Mars, Sun, all of this in the 11th house. It's beautiful. Mercury in the 10th house, part of fortune in the 10th house. I'm stopping because it's still beautiful. I love it. It's been a pleasure. I might give you a little report, because I try to remember if I gave you everything after your reading, but I will go and check, because I might be behind on that too. So I'll make sure I check on that. I'm sending out much love and light to you, Jasmine. You're such a special spirit. Much love and light to you, sweetheart. Okay, let me go ahead and save this chart here, so I have it in the horoscope vault of activity. She's been reactivated. Okay, I'm putting her here in the horoscope chart. Let me see if I can get the, that was the solar. Let me get the other one. Okay, and I'll put that in there as well. Ooh, that fish is smelling good. I'm telling you, the moment that food dings, I'm done. Ooh, it smells good. You have no idea. Oh my goodness. I could just be extra hungry. That is a possibility. Yeah. Okay, so I've got info here. Now, Sherelle Harris. Oh, she said happy birthday to Jasmine. That's so sweet. Oh, you weren't sure exactly what time though, but you think it was in the morning. Okay. Okay. Okay, I got this. I'm going to go ahead and take a stab at it, and we'll go ahead and do this. And I just saw what you got up there, Rashida. Rashida, do you know what time you were born? If you can figure out what time you were born. If not, I'm going to do a general for both of you. So Sherelle, I'm going to start with you. That's Sherelle Harris. And I know I haven't done you before, so I'm going to add you in. Let's go ahead and do that. Sherelle Harris. Email. And Sherelle was, let's see, she is, your mom said it was the morning? Okay, Sherelle. I just saw your birthday, but now I don't see it. Wait, where is it? Hold on, let me hit the refresh button. It was there, and now I don't see it now. I was just about to put it in. Like, what? Wait. Can't do it without that. You could say something about February or something like that. Oh, maybe it's because of this. Let me do this. Hold on for a second. I don't know. But let's see. Let's see if it's there. I know I didn't delete it, so I hope it's still there. Otherwise, I'll move on to the next. Or was it like in February or something? So weird. February. Okay, I see. It was. I don't know what happened to it, but yeah, I got it. I see it now. February. I thought I saw February 28th. Oh, wait. And did you, Sherelle, what city? You had the city before, but you didn't give me the city this time. I'm going to need where you were born. I can't do it without it. Got to have where you were born. Okay. I see February 28th, 1976. Let me refresh it. I thought you had it there. I was about to put it in, and then I didn't see it. So I'm like, oh no. Oh no, I got to have that. Let's see. Yeah, well, Sherelle, without your location, I won't be able to do your chart. I know you had it there. Why'd you take it away? I won't be able to do it without it. I really won't. It's important. Raleigh. Okay, I was about to say, oh my gosh, I gotta have that. I can do it without the time, but the place is very important because I know where the person was born. Okay, I'm gonna put that in there now so I don't lose it this time. Raleigh, North Carolina. My brother lived in Raleigh for a little while. And I think I have a cousin that's down here. She's in Raleigh. Okay, 28. And since you don't have the time, but you know it was in the morning, I think I'm going to just say, I'm going to say 6 a.m. because usually that'll do it. If it doesn't put the sun in the first house, I'll try for 7 and then we'll see. We'll see if that works. So, okay. Now, according to this, you're a Pisces. You got a Pisces sun. Let me put this here, Pisces sun. You've got an Aquarius moon. Wow. And you've got an Aquarius AC. It's so funny. That's probably why I lost your information because you got all that Aquarius. You know, the funny thing about Aquarius is that it does sudden shocking things. And I don't know if you heard me in the beginning talking about Mercury and all this stuff going on. Well, I have my Mercury in Aquarius. And something tells me your moon might be right near it. Let's go and see. Or it might be on your ascendant. So let's see what's going on. Good. It put the sun in the first house, which is what I wanted. Oh, no. But I was right. The moon is on your ascendant. How did I know it was going to do that? It did. Exactly. And let me show you exactly what it's doing right now. So let's share this chart so you can see it. It's pretty cool, actually. So, okay, Sherelle, you got a pretty cool chart, at least if you were born at 6 a.m. Now, you might have been born at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. or 10 a.m., and that would give you a whole different flavor, a whole different vibe to your chart. So what I tell you right now, and you might go like, well, I don't know, that don't really sound like me. Well, it might not, because we don't have your exact time. And that's why time is very important. And I tell people this all the time. So let me tell you what I see based on if you were born at 6 a.m. That would make you a sunrise baby. I'm a sunrise baby. So I want to talk to you about that. I think this is an amazing chart because not only did it put the sun in the first house, and not only is the part of fortune sitting on the sun in the first house, but look, you got the moon sitting exactly on the ascendant by less than a minute. Well, a little over a minute. It's insane. I would think either two scenarios I'm going to give you, especially with Mercury sitting on the ascendant from the 12th and Venus there in the 12th as well. But depending on if this is your real chart, but you may be, because, if this was at all true, but I think just by the fact that it's the moon in Aquarius, you might be a very spiritual or at least psychic person. You might have really weird, strange thoughts that come out of nowhere. Look at this, the Mercury and moon are technically conjunct. And so you might have like sudden out of the blue, like emotions. You might cry suddenly. You might react suddenly. Some people might think you react maybe too fast or over emotional. Some people might say you're not emotional enough, because Aquarius tends to do that. They tend to like pull in the emotions. That's why they're called Mr. Spock a lot, because they don't, they won't emote sometimes. And like, especially if these planets are actually in the 12th house and not in the first, especially if the moon is actually in the 12th house, it would make you emoting, not as much as other people. Some people emote a lot. I'm a big emoter. I'm very lots of emotion. But some people don't. Now, if this really is in your first house, then you're probably very excitable and emotional, just like I am. I have my Mercury in Aquarius too. So I'm just saying, think about your personality. Think about it. Look how fast I'm talking, right? Mercury in Aquarius talks fast, depending on where it's at. Mine is in the first house. If yours is in the first house, you're a fast talker too, aren't you? If it's not in the first house, and I think it is, though. I'm going to tell you why. I think it really is in the first house. Because as I look at this chart, I'm looking at the horoscope chart as someone who might be a salesperson, especially if Mercury is on the ascendant and the moon is here as well, just urging you to reach out and touch people with, on an emotional level. Also with your sun here, I just see you being lucky wherever this is falling, unless it's in the 12th house. That's the only thing. The reason why I said salesperson, you've got Mars in Gemini. And whenever I see that, I think salesperson. But I don't see a lot of third house, but I do see the North Node in the 9th house, which is, again, communication. That's more literary, if more than talking. It's actually travel, legal, government, religion. You could be someone who might even be, a religious speaker. I could see that. I could see you being a religious something. And the reason I say that is because you got Neptune in the 10th house. I mean, it might be that you are psychic too. Like, some people are, but Neptune really almost all by itself up there. This is a spiritual person. I've got Neptune on the midheaven. I did someone earlier today was dealing with Neptune high. And Neptune high near the midheaven is always spirituality. You got Jupiter on it too, and maybe that's why you were drawn into asking for your reading tonight. I think that's actually amazing. Now, you could have some emotions going on in your partnerships, marriage, relationships. It could be you got some enemies out there. Could be that kind of, issues going on. But it's emotional because it's the moon and it's in the 7th house. And it looks like it's sitting not exactly, it's past your birdie, so that's good. You got the North Node in the 5th house and Mars in the 5th house. So there could be some issues going on with love and relationships and romance. Ooh, we need to talk about amore. Mm-hmm. The North Node is moving more into the 5th house, and Mars is there by progression. And your Venus is just moving from your 1st house into your 2nd house. And when it gets into the 2nd house, it's going to take all the emphasis of love off of yourself and put it on to giving it to someone else. I wonder who that could be. Sherelle. I want to know. I'm so nosy. Now look, you got your Sun and Ascendant and your Mercury and Pallas and Uranus transiting and best all sitting in the 2nd house of money. You are not the first person that I've looked at today with all this money. You got money coming. Now, here's the thing about you and the money. Your Venus is almost sitting on your Chiron right now. So it might be a little painful. I'm going to tell you with that progressive Venus sitting on that Chiron, don't go out and overspend. You better save your money and stop overspending it. And don't try to, live above your means right now. Save that money. Stash that money. Prepare. You got Pluto retrograding in the 8th house, which tells me you should always prepare like your insurance, your legal documents, your taxes, bank accounts, get like lock boxes. Why am I thinking bank lock boxes? Bank, 2nd house, lock boxes, 8th house. Look, you need to like get security, the CDs, deposits, lock boxes, stash your money. Stash your money. Stash your money. Your Jupiter by birth is square your Saturn in the 6th house. I'm not saying that could affect, if anything happens with your work, what's going to happen to all the money? Stash your money. Okay, that's my warning. I have much more to tell you. I have a lot more I want to tell you, but I can't because this is a free reading. So this is what you do. I would love to do a full reading and give you all of the advice I could, for you. What I would do is go to astrologylookinside.com/order. There's a drop down there. You can order. That's like our PayPal order. It's real simple. There's a donation button there. I do accept donations as well. Also, we have a shop. So you can go to astrologylookinside.com/shop. And there's a whole different set of readings there, I think. So you can take a look at that as well. Also, if you want to book your appointment according to your schedule, you can do that directly just by going to Calendly. You could go to calendly.com/astrologylookinside, and there you'll see my different readings I do, the type of trainings that I do for astrology, and I invite you to go and schedule and get on my calendar. I would love to get to know you better. And thank you, Sweet Spirit, for reaching out to me to do your reading tonight. I really appreciate you entrusting me with that. Okay, so I look forward to talking with you, getting to know you better, and maybe we can delve a little bit deeper and really pinpoint exactly when you were born and exactly what your horoscope chart is. Okay, all right. Oh, there's that fish. Lord, oh no, I know I got one more person out there that asked me before that happened. So let me get the fish, and then I'm going to do that other person because it's only fair. It's only fair. So who was that? The other person I saw earlier, Rashida Kid, and I saw Angela Nicole. I'll see if I can get all of you in, and this is going to be it for the night, you guys, because that food is smelling too good. So let me go ahead. I'm putting Rashida in next. Rashida, you are Rashida Q Kid. And let me just make sure, and let me save Sherelle's chart in the horoscope vault of activity. I think I did do it before. So I'm going to make sure did I put in Rashida Q Kid before? I've seen her name, but I don't think I had enough info to put her in. Okay, I'll put her in now. So let me hit add a new person. You guys give me 1 second. Can you hear that fish beeping? I better go save that fish because, Lord, that was $14 worth of salmon. Give me a second, y'all. Ooh, this looks good. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh my goodness. Wait, is this, let's see if this is gonna make it in the middle. I could probably put that in there for a couple more. I like mine a little bit. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, God. I'll put it in there for about 10 more minutes. Another few hers. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, 13 minutes. Fake as dozen. Okay. Let's see if I got all this together over here. All right. Oh, Lord, I hope that's working. Okay, let me just check and see. Thank you guys for your patience. I really, 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 really appreciate that. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. And you have no idea how good that food smells right now. Oh my God. So freaking good, I swear. Oh my goodness. I could just be hungry because the last time I ate was yesterday. Like around, so I'm over 24 hours, so I gotta eat soon. So we got Rashida Kidd, and she is born 1990 in the afternoon. Okay, March 8th. I can tell you right now that the fact that you're born March 8th, I like that already. I know that doesn't mean a lot to you, but astrologically speaking, or numerology, it flows because that means you're a Pisces who's got a Capricorn overlay. Pisces and Capricorn are sextile. I'm already feeling it. See? So you said noon. Let's go with noon. Exactly. 12 o'clock. Why not? And this is what I get with that. So I see here, according to this, oh, here we go. Remember I said this before that we always get themes? Got another Pisces. Both girls that stepped up tonight were Pisces. So we got, or was the other girl, Jasmine was, somebody was a Pisces because I got it written. I got Pisces sun here. A Leo moon, the opposite of the first one. The first one I did was a Aquarius moon. How strange. So this one is a Leo moon. Wow. And they have a Cancer rising, according to this. But don't forget, this is a general chart because she doesn't know her exact date of, time of birth. So I'm guesstimating, and I put it in for noon, which hopefully will put her sun up in the 10th house, and it does. And I'm going to share this with you guys so you can see what I see when I do her chart. Okay. All right. So this is the chart for Rashida Kidd. Okay, Rashida, this is your horoscope here. And if you were born at noon, let's say you were born at 12 noon, like I said 12 noon, you're going to be able to tell the difference when I do this chart. There might be, if we ever do a live reading together, there will be certain things that will indicate to me where things are actually happening. If you were born with your sun, let's say between 10 and 12 o'clock, if you were born between 10 and 12, your sun would be here. If you were born between 2 and 12, it would probably be here. And that's the difference of knowing. If you were born between 4 and 2 and 4, it would probably be over here. So it's really important that we know these things. But I'm going to go with this because it's a very common place to put the sun. So if you were born here, it would mean that your sun was very close to your MC. It would mean that you were a very, very ambitious person. But it's funny when I look at it and it's in Pisces. Sometimes when there's Pisces up on the 10th, I can't believe this is another Pisces in the 10th house. I've been seeing this all day long since this morning. I just realized that is, oh my gosh, I swear the other one, even though they had The moon in a different place had Pisces in the 10th too. So look, this is a message. I swear, I don't know why you're supposed to get this. This is Vesta, and this is the moon. This combination tells me wherever these two are, you're very scrappy. You know how to get to the solution. You will make a solution. If there ain't no solution, you'll make it. You'll make the shit. You'll make the ish up yourself. You're going to find a solution, okay? Now, if it's not in the 10th house, wherever it is, it might be that you find a solution when it comes to education, or you find a solution when it comes to getting money from others, or you find a solution when it comes to relationships, or you find a solution when it comes to making friends. But in this case, I put it here. So it's like you find a solution when it comes to your reputation, your image, your career. Like, you know, this kind of person, I think, is like the boss schmoozer. If you're not schmoozing your boss, then I don't know if you got this. Because, you know, here you've got Chiron up there, you would be healing. There might have been some issues, but you would be healing them. And your sun in MC is still technically really up at the, right there, near the 10th even. So it would still be very positive, very sunny. You would be working out any previous pains. And if you're not really feeling that, that may not be your chart. This person would, and if this is you, would have a lot of communication with friends, a lot, because progressed Mercury is in the 11th house, and your friends might be doing something a little different, maybe being sneaky and underhanded. Oh, let's hope they ain't messing with your man. Lord have mercy, they're messing with your man. Oh Lord, you got a friend messing with your man. Oh my God. Let's hope this ain't your birth chart, because if it is, you got a friend messing with your man. Sorry. I don't like saying that. Want to know how to know? Okay. How does Adrienne know that kind of crap? Uranus, craziness, a friend's going crazy right now. You got a friend going crazy in your life right now, at least until January, when retrograde, Uranus is all retrograding, going back over your natal, or excuse me, progress Mercury. This is some craziness, some argument with a friend. There's somebody like, that's right, I slept with your man, and I sleep with your man again. It ain't none of your, oh, and I really see a friend sleeping with your man. Want to see why? Okay, first, let me tell you why I saw it the first time. Uranus is at 6 degrees of Taurus right this minute. You got Uranus at 9 degrees of Capricorn, and your descendant is 7 degrees of Capricorn. They are trying. Exactly. So Uranus is messing with your descendant right now. It's you know, it's activated. So here's another thing. Another scenario is, if you ain't got a man right now, you got a friend who's trying to be your man right now. And you might be like, what? Where's this coming from? Because it's out of the blue, it's Uranus. Anyway, I'm seeing all kinds of scenarios here with this, because there's Saturn here, there's Pluto here. You got Saturn there by birth. Ooh, we got some issues. If this is really where it's falling in your chart. Now, mind you, like I said, it's kind of a general, because I don't know if this is exactly where your sun is at birth. So things could be a little different in your life. Look at this, where this Mars is and where this Venus is. This is indicating to me, if you had this set up, that the emphasis in your life right now would be in education. It's sitting right on your North Node. Education, travel, legal. Ooh, if you're going through some legal things or legal battles, that could be part of it too. Ooh, my goodness, we need to talk, don't we? Ooh, the North Node is in the first house. I've been seeing this all day. It's like a theme all day. I'm telling you guys, I get these things in themes. I really would like to talk to you, because you're someone we need to pinpoint exactly, or at least get close to where these planets are actually falling. When I see someone with Mars on their North Node in the 9th house, this could be getting locked up. Got Jupiter all in the 12th house by birth. We need to talk, don't we? Oh my goodness. I tell you what, I don't know your exact time of birth, but we can play around with that and get that worked out, really. And I'll tell you something, no matter what time you were born, just the day you were born, look at this mess right here. This is somebody who is highly emotional. Highly emotional. All that water. All that water. You've lived a highly emotional life. Highly. Whether or not this is an exact descendant here or not. I mean, your sun is in Pisces, and your Mercury, and your Jupiter's in Cancer, and your Chiron's in Cancer. You got a lot of water going on. A lot. Oh, I can't wait to talk to you so we can really get to the bottom of things, Rashida. I really appreciate you reaching out to me. I'm going to save this chart here to the horoscope vault of activity. I got to say it right. The horoscope vault of activity. Okay, there we go. I feel better now. But I had to just tell you thank you for reaching out to me with that, because, you know, there are other ways, other things I can do as well with you to help decipher where your time is. And I always feel a certain urge to find the, you know, the right information when someone doesn't know their exact time. And so I hope I get a chance to do that with you. Okay. Much love and light to you, Rashida. And again, you can order directly at calendly.com/astrology a look inside, or you can go to astrologyalookinside.com/order or astrologyalookinside.com/shop. And you can find out lots of things there. Okay, I think I have one more request before I said I was going to stop things, and I want to honor that for her. Yes. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Okay, Angela. Oh, 8:35 p.m. So that's when her birthday is. Let me see if I can see. She had her time up there, but it doesn't show me. So I'm refreshing just to make sure I got Angela Nicole's birth data, because I want to make sure I get it. So let's see what her. I did catch cheese. 8:35 p.m. Oh, that food smells so good. You have no idea. Jeez Louise. So yummy. At least I know I'm going to eat good after this. Okay, Angela, for some reason, and I don't know why it's doing it, and I know you put up your birth time and stuff. I can't see it right now. It's not showing it. Oh, here it is, C thread. Okay, maybe it'll show it. Make sure I got Angela Nicole's birth. Okay, it says C thread. Maybe I can find it here. Let me cut this down because I don't want to hear myself. And it is not showing me. There it is. I see it. I see it. It's not showing you. I got it. April 27th. Okay, maybe it'll. Okay, I can pause her, so I don't have to hear her. Okay, it says no. Maybe I can find it here. Let me put this down. I don't want to hear myself. Yeah, I can't cut her down. Her, like I'm not me. There it is. Okay, let me get this. April 27th, April 27th. Angela. Why is this doing it? Okay, so replying to Angela. Angela Nicole. There we go. I had to cut it down because Facebook has got it going and it wouldn't stop. And I just don't know how to stop it on Facebook. Oh, there is the fish again. Okay, so we've got April 27th, 1991, St. John, NB. Okay. 27, 1991, 8:35 a.m. Was it a.m.? Let me just check that again. See. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, I just want to make sure it was 8:35 a.m. and not p.m. It was p.m. Glad I came back. Okay, so that makes a huge difference. Yes, okay. So now I've got her birth chart. And according to this, Angela, oh, this is bad pens again. Angela Nicole has a Taurus sun. Let's see here, and a Libra moon. Oh, so much Venus. I'm already sensing that, a lot of Venus. And an ascendant in Scorpio, according to this. 10 degrees of Scorpio, in fact. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to go cut that food off, and I'm pulling up your chart. 1 second. Wow, it looks so delicious. It smells so yummy. Oh, good. Can you tell I have a Taurus moon? Food is more than food to me. Food is life. Okay, you guys, I am back and I have Angela Nicole's chart before me. I'm going to go ahead and share that with the rest of you so we can all see it together. So Angela Nicole, oh, let me just move all of that around. Sorry, I've been going in and out, messing up all my things here. Sorry, you guys. So let's see what I've got here for Miss Angela Nicole. Here we go. Here we go. Angela, here we go here. You got an amazing chart. You know, has anyone else noticed the MC all day long? I've been seeing the MC here all day. All day. Wow. I can't believe it happened again. Oh, you got the moon in the 12th house. I've been seeing this all day. The themes. Oh my gosh, it's amazing when I see themes. Okay, so oh yeah, and Pluto in the third again. Okay, so let's talk about your chart, Angela. It's an amazing chart. I want you to know you're at a really unique time because your MC is moving from the 10th house into the 11th house. And you might feel like your career is not doing that great. Like you might be having some weird things happening in your career. Now there's two ways that this could be manifesting because I don't want to say that offhand. Two ways this could be manifesting for sure. You know, the 11th house is the natural house of Aquarius. And so normally that would be ruled by Uranus and Aquarius and things like that. And so I was thinking, well, the MC is like work and the, you know, career, and where is work in the career right now? And when I went to see where work in the career was, you know, or what was happening there, the sun was there, and by birth, and Uranus is transiting it. Exactly. So what's going on at your work? Something might be going on at your work, right? Something crazy sudden out of the blue, out of the blue. You got Leo on the 10th house, which is not really that great with Uranus. So I'm wondering how this is affecting you in general, with Uranus transiting over here, with your midheaven and being basically like in the house of Uranus. And Uranus is actually down in your third house of communication by birth, and Saturn is sitting on it. Ooh. Okay, so this is what I'm going to tell you. Oosh. Yeah. And Pluto sitting on your north node. Yes, it is in communications. So it's urging you to communicate and to communicate with power. However, I think you must be careful of communicating with too much power. I think that can happen, especially when you're at work and with your sun being in the 6th house. You know, the one vibe I'm getting when someone's got their sun in the 6th house like that, it's the thing, wow. It's almost like, I don't want to be a peon. I don't want to be a peon. I want to be a leader. I want to shine, Leo, on the midheaven. I don't want to answer to you. I don't want to do what you tell me. I want to do what I want to do. Sun in Taurus, right? Uranus is going over it. I don't want to do this horrible job. This job is not fulfilling. I want to do something that makes me happy. I want to do something that has to do with fashion. I want to do something creative. I might want to be a singer, a dancer, a performer, a writer. I want to be somebody who's pretty. I think I want to be an actress. Progress moon in the first house. Progress descendant in the first house. I think I want to be more than I am today. And you will. You're figuring out who you are. And, maybe the job you have right now isn't the right job right now. But, you might be putting up with it. Something could come out of the blue and shake everything up. If it does, don't let it shake you. It's a job. Okay? Also, don't let your job affect your health. Oh, I'm feeling that. Oh, have you been letting your job affect your health like that? Why am I thinking this is that the sun is in the sixth house, so your health is always directly tied to your work anyway. No getting around that. But I just saw that, you got transiting Pluto sitting down here on your North Node in the third house of communication, but you have Pluto also, basically sextile natal Pluto in your first house right now where your moon is. Oh, thank goodness the moon is not quite there. The moon is, however, exactly, progressed moon exactly on the ascendant. Oh my gosh. Wow. You may have gotten emotional at work. If you haven't, you might get emotional at work. You may feel like you don't even have work right now. You might have lost your job. You might be you might be struggling coming out of college here. Transiting North Node, ninth house, Chiron, right there, Venus. So you might even still be in college, just finishing up college, or dealing with the issues of the finances that are connected with college. I don't know why I'm getting this. Jupiter is now direct in your second house. So I do see if you either, if you have to leave that job and get a new job, that's okay. Jupiter's in the second house, you're going to get a better job. Just know that. The only thing I would say, and I'm not saying you're sexually active or that that you're trying to get children, but I could see you having children and it would be a thwart to your career. Like it's not the right time. Like your MC is trying to go to the 11th house, but Chiron's sitting in the 5th house opposing. So that's what I'm talking about, that kind of thing. That might be a problem. Neptune, by the way, I think is exactly, let me see. Progress MC is at 20. Neptune, I think, is at what, 17 opposed. So your Neptune is opposing your MC. Your Neptune's down in the 4th house. This is what I don't want to see, is like you getting sad, depressed over something, sitting at home, just Netflixing it, chilling, watching TV and not pursuing a new job, a new career, a new future. With your moon in the 12th house by birth, you can get overwhelmed. You can go into things like, you could go into crying jags and stuff like that. We don't want that. You don't want that. Especially with the progressed moon in the first house, you don't want that. You want to be strong right now and indicate the strength that you have. You've got your progressed sun is in the 7th house. So, and so is progressed Mercury. I will say this, if something does happen at your work or if something has happened at your work, it probably would have been because, it was just too much competition or maybe even some enemies at work. And you are maybe the 3rd person I talked to today who has been dealing with this issue. I'm amazed when I keep seeing these themes like this. It's incredible. So anyway, I would love to go deeper and look deeper at your chart. There's a lot more here that I'm not saying because this is a free general reading. But Angela, there's a lot going on and it may have something to do with your career, your job, your emotions, yourself, okay? And even your emotional stability or lack thereof, because some things are painful. And Uranus is sitting there in your sixth house. I'm just hoping it's not affecting you like in your health, like you don't have some weird health thing going on because of this with your progress MC actually in Virgo even. So I'm hoping we get a chance to talk to each other. And I'm hoping that this resonated with you in some way, because it's a very unique thing I felt when I looked at this chart. So I'm going to go ahead and save this chart into the horoscope vault of activity. And I would love to talk to you, because when I speak with people directly, sometimes I get a vibe, a pull from their own aura. Like we each give off a vibe, don't we? We give off like this aura, this thing. Some people actually read auras, and I'm really starting to get into that, like learning how to read the colors that we give off, because we all give off a color. And a lot of people don't even realize that, but you've got that going on in your chart, in your life. And there's some things I didn't even talk about in your chart, like your progress Mars in your ninth house, and it's like almost on your natal Jupiter and all that kind of stuff. But I'm hoping you reach out to me so we can go ahead and we can get you a professional reading done, and I can give you the answers that I think you're probably seeking right now. So how you could do that is you can order directly by scheduling an appointment yourself right through my calendar, and you can do that by going to calendly.com/astrology a look inside, and then you can also go to my website blog, which is astrologyalookInside.com/order. And on the order page, there is a order drop down button that has all the some of the live readings that I do, as well as a donation button. And I invite you to donate or choose any of those readings. And I think that goes through PayPal. And then I have a shop, and you would go to astrologyalookInside.com/shop. And there's a whole set of different things there. I have reports that I sell in the shop and things like that. So I'm looking forward to talking with you and getting to know you better, and providing you with more information about your horoscope, sweet spirit. And thank you for reaching out to me. And thank all of you for entrusting me to look over your horoscopes tonight, reaching out to me and getting your horoscopes done. It's been my pleasure, because you know I love to do these things. And I will be uploading these to YouTube soon. Thank you so much, you guys. You all rock. I'm sending out much love, much light, many blessings to everyone. Love you guys. Love you guys. Oh, and you know what I will do? I tell you what I'm going to do. I tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to put on my music so we can go out with a bang, okay? Because you know how I like it to be a party. Yeah. See? That's what I'm talking about. We're going to go out with a bang. Okay, you guys? Love you. Much love to everyone. Blessings. Love you guys. Bye, everybody.